Hello, happy Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday for me, but whenever you are watching this, I'm sure it'll be a different day. But welcome back to my channel. We are in an entrepreneur day in the life. It might possibly carry over into tomorrow as well, because I do have some work to do tomorrow. We just got ourselves together to go. I'm getting ready to drop Emery off, and then I'm going to get a little bit of work done at this little coffee shop that I like to go to. And it's crazy because I'm on a Daniel's fast right now. So if you know anything about a Daniel's fast, then you know it's just better to try to eat at home because there's not a whole lot that you can really have when you go places. So that's why I did my smoothie. I got a little bit left. It was actually really good. This is one of my favorite ones. It's this mango banana smoothie. It has spinach, cashews, coconut water, a little bit of lime juice, and like I'm missing something, some chia seeds. Like pretty easy, but it is so good, y'all. So good. So that is what I am currently drinking on. But we had to make a stop this morning because I ordered these shoes. At this point, I think I ordered the shoes like December 30th from Finish Line. They're just like some New Balance shoes. I'm not really a big tennis shoe person, but like every now and then I will get some when I feel like I need them. And I have noticed there's kind of a gap when I'm getting dressed and I'm like, oh, I don't really have kind of like a casual shoe that I can wear that fits, you know? So I found these shoes. I was so excited about them. I ordered them. They were supposed to be delivered. Now keep in mind today is Tuesday. They were supposed to be delivered last Monday. And I got a notification saying there was a delay. And then I got a notification the following day, so Tuesday, saying that they were delivered, and it was like 10 o'clock at night. Basically when I got it, it was like 9:50 or something, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. So I went the next morning to grab the package out and it wasn't there. So I ended up calling the post office, and the man was like, oh, something in his system. He was like, it looks like your mailman did something and he'll bring it today. So now it's Wednesday, and so he was supposed to bring it on Wednesday. Well, Wednesday comes and goes, Thursday comes and goes, no package, okay? So I go back in the post office Friday and I wait in line, talk to them, and they're like, oh, he's gonna bring it today. This would have been Friday. So I'm like, all right. And the lady was confident. She's like, oh yeah, you'll have it in your mailbox by the end of the day. And we're like laughing, okay. Then Friday come and goes, Saturday comes and goes, Sunday comes and goes. Sometimes they will do deliveries on Sunday. And then yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, so nothing happened then. And so I just went in there again today. I ended up having to leave. We waited in line, y'all, for like probably a good 20 minutes. And then probably another 5 to 10 minutes after the fact. Once I got up there, he said they're looking for it. So I ended up leaving my name and number. I'm like, are they gonna actually call me? So I'm probably gonna end up back in there one day this week. I don't know what happened to my package, because when I went Friday, the mailman told the woman that was talking to me that he had it in the back of his truck. He didn't feel like getting it out, but he would deliver it on Friday. So I was like, obviously they have it. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, that is what is currently the drama. Ooh, bless you. That is currently the drama that is going on in my life right now, okay? So I just want my shoes. I don't mean no harm. I just want my shoes. So hopefully I will get them this week. It would be nice, because if not, I'm going to end up having to file a claim, I guess. I don't know. It's just a weird situation. So anyway, that's what's going on with us. And now we're heading there, as I shared. It is such a like cloudy, gloomy day. It's drizzling. It's 40s. Not really the most exciting weather, but you know, we're doing it. So I'll check in a little bit, but just wanted to kind of share this morning and just my exciting life update about my shoes that I have no idea where they are, but hopefully we will be united this week. We we are back. I am so tired right now. It is, what time is it? 2:07, and I am just, it's that time of day. My Daniel fast meal, it's this Nourish bowl. I actually have seen these long before I wanted to do the fast. We are doing a little bit of some extra things, like I'm pretty sure, I feel like, I mean, tortilla chips, I'm using like, trying to use clean tortilla chips, ones that don't have like a ton of ingredients in them, which is still a minimal exception. And then the salsa as well, it's like a sugar-free salsa, nothing extra added to it. So anyway, but yeah, so this is my little meal right now for the fast. And I wanted to get on here because I was just looking at my YouTube studio, which is kind of like, if you're not familiar with it, if you have a YouTube channel, it's an app that you can download, and it allows for you to just get on YouTube specifically for like business purposes. So check comments, check your analytics, and all of that stuff. And I can see that my most recent video that I put up about starting a stationery business is doing so well. Like, I knew that it would do well just because like that's just what my channel is mostly known for. But just to see it like taking off just within the first few days, I'm like, yes. So I'm really happy to hear that it's resonating with those of you. So if you happen to be someone that maybe you just found me off of that video and you are newly a subscriber, or you are new here, hey, welcome. And just for all of those of you that are returning as well, I just want to say thank you for continuing to be here with me. I am in the midst of doing this stationery business series that is taking place on this channel, but I'm still going to be sharing other videos along the way. So if you are interested in starting a stationery business, every Saturday I'll be posting a video talking all about that stuff, which will be really, really fun. And we're going to continue to add on to it every week. I think it's going to probably go through the end of February is kind of what I'm anticipating. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. And then there's going to be like a fun announcement because I'm working on something really exciting as well, for anyone that just wants even some extra help and support when it comes to stationery and some very specific areas of it. So that will be coming too. But I just had to shout y'all out because y'all are showing that video so much love right now. This is so good. It's a frozen quinoa blend that is like a, I guess more of like a Mexican one. It has the seasonings for Mexicans. It has Mexican seasonings. It's got black beans, corn in it. I added a little bit of extra black beans and corn as well. Added in some sweet potatoes. I put it over spinach, and then I also have some brown rice in there. Seasoned it up really, really good, and it's so good. As an update on those shoes, I still don't have my shoes, okay? It's now 1 o'clock, so at this point, I guess I will have to go up there again tomorrow. I can try to call. When I told the guy, I was like, oh, I've been calling, and it's just going to, because I was able to get somebody on the phone the first time I called. But now I'm like shocked that I was able to, because I haven't been able to get anyone on the phone since. Like, it rings for about a minute or so, and then it just goes busy. And I said it to the guy at the counter. He's like, oh, yeah, that's just, and he never really finished the sentence. I'm like, what is going on? So I don't know. I just want my shoes. But anyway, the time at the coffee shop was pretty productive. I got the theme stuff finalized for the membership, so I'm going to be working on that the rest of this week. I usually like to kick off the theme with a new video, a new like little PDF. I call it the blueprint. So that's some pages that really include a lot of the just things for the theme that we're going to be covering, the trainings and stuff we're going to be having, and just some fun stuff. And I'm thinking about even adding a little bit more to it this time. So I'm going to be working on that so that I can announce it to the ladies next week. And yeah, it's going to be really good. It's definitely going to be a more foundational one. And technically the theme is only going to be taking place for February and March. And then we're going to start a new theme for Q2. But I'm excited about it because January and the membership is ease right now. And I have definitely been easing into this year myself. But this week I was like, okay, it's time to get back into things. I started posting again on Instagram because I had deleted Instagram for probably 3 weeks. So I just got it back yesterday so that I could post on my Inspire Blueprint page. I'm not back on my personal page yet, and I don't know when I will be back on that one, but I am on my business page. And so I posted, let's see, I didn't even actually look to see how it was doing. It's just a cute little reel. It's cute, with a little 2024 cutouts, and just as a reminder, this is your year to finally decide to get out of your way. So if you are watching this, it is time for you to get out of your own way. 2024 is definitely going to be the best year for you if you decide it will be the best year for you, is what I think. And that is truly what I'm hoping for all of us that are here, a part of this channel family. I just really hope that for everyone. So I am getting ready to finish eating this. I'm gonna get Emery set up. She wants to watch videos about tornadoes. We had a tornado warning last week, and so she's been like fascinated with learning about them. So I'm gonna turn on another little video for us to learn a little bit more about how they work and all of those things. I'm thinking we definitely might do a deep dive into like weather and water cycles and all of that stuff. I'm thinking that's the direction I want to go. February for like the unit study portion, which is usually like the science and social studies stuff. So we'll see. But then I'm also like Black History Month. I'm probably going to do both, honestly. And if you aren't familiar, I homeschool my daughter. She's in kindergarten. So that is kind of what I'm referring to with that. And then I think I'm going to work out in a little bit as well. I've been starting to do some strength training workouts at home. I'm on the wait list for this Pilates class that's supposed to be tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to get in because it's a popular one, and so far I haven't gotten a notification saying that it's changed. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get my workout in after I get done eating. I'm going to kind of chill for like an hour, workout, and then I'm hoping this evening I will have some time to get some more work done, kind of like continue on with what I was doing, because usually when I'm at that coffee shop I'll get started with what it is that I want to get accomplished, but then I end up having to pause. Of course, I need to go pick up Emery, and then I like to revisit. Tuesday nights is kind of like my work night, and I like to revisit it in the evening. So that's the plan for later, and I'll definitely check back in with you all. But that's it. I'm about to enjoy this lunch and get to it. I am so behind on laundry. It is not even funny. I still haven't worked out yet. I actually decided to clean up because it's just been getting out of hand in here. So that's what I'm doing, is just catching up on some stuff, washing sheets, you know, just like changing out bedding and just trying to get the house back in order. I feel like even just still from the holidays, it's just been, you know, like with us on break and stuff, just kind of nice to have a home reset. But anyway, after I get done with this, I think I am going to attempt to do a quick workout of some sort. I have like some really cool goals and stuff that I'm working towards this year, just in my health and wellness. I've always been a person that has never been like athletic, you know. I never did sports in high school or anything. Like I always was the art person, so I always did musicals, and I was in show choir and just different things like that. So I'm trying to just change my narrative as an adult of like, you know, just because that was how it was for me when I was younger doesn't mean that I'm not an athletic person. It doesn't mean any of those things. And so I'm really just trying some new things and trying to just move my body and get more active. I really do enjoy it a lot. And so just excited to share more about that as I just get more in my groove and, you know, just figure out all of what's working for me and everything. I would love to be able to share that as I just get into it. It's definitely a big goal for 2024 for me, though. The other thing that I'm really working on is my stationery business. So the stationery part of my business. So I've shared before that I have just a lot of things that I want to do. One of those things is getting into retail shops and things locally around. I feel like one day I would love to be in like a big box store, you know, but my focus for this year is to just really get known locally, connect with people, and figure out ways where my products can really shine and, you know, benefit people. So whether it's like there's boutiques around here, there is different like markets and things that I can get into, so just participating in some of those. I kind of paused on all that stuff like 3 years ago when I decided to just fully do coaching, but now that I'm back doing kind of like a hybrid thing again, I'm just excited to really just do all of the things in my business. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of that behind the scenes stuff as I prepare for the different things. But as I was sitting down working on what I want my Q1 to be like, one of the things that I want to see happen is just starting to, you know, put feelers out there, reaching out to people, because what is the worst someone can say is no, right? So, which, I mean, that can be hard to accept, but I'm going to just keep trying, because eventually someone will say yes. Eventually someone will be like, oh yes, we would love to try your products in our store. I'm going to get on Fair. Eventually that's for wholesale as well. So I'm just trying to expand my business in different ways that I really never did. Just because, again, I feel like right when it was really like kind of hitting its peak, I kind of tapered off, which is just like, ugh, right? But yeah, so all of the stationery business things are going to be here on this channel. So that's why you want to make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss all of those behind the scenes, because it has just been such a journey, and I'm just excited to be getting back into all of it. Lots of new products and things I'm going to be doing as well. So I feel like those are kind of my two major personal goals. Like I have this health and fitness, wellness situation going on, and then I really have my business endeavors and things that I'm trying to do. On top of that, the coaching side of things is not being left behind. I am really pouring a lot into the membership this year, and I have some other really fun things planned on the coaching side that is going to be launching and happening as well. So I love it. I love both sides of my business, and I love that it allows me to tap into different parts of my brain and just allow me to do stuff. But basically I'm sharing all of this because with this month, one of the things that I wanted to focus on was ease, right? And just taking my time. And I've been revisiting my goals, the ones that I set in December. And I feel like for myself, when it gets to that time of year, it's really easy for me to kind of just start, I don't want to say writing down anything, because that's not necessarily the case, but like, you know, you just like, you get in the excitement of a new year happening and you're writing down all of the goals and all of the things. And I really was like, okay, I mean, I have a lot of different goals and a lot of things I'm still planning on doing. Like I have a ton of spiritual goals as well and different things. But when I really was looking at like the priority as far as what I really want to put a lot of my energy into as far as action, things are not necessarily like habits, but really just like lifestyle changes and just a lot of different things. I'm like, it's really my business and it is my health and wellness. So that is what I've been kind of sitting with. And I even encourage the ladies in the membership too, you know, like if there are things that you wrote down but you aren't feeling as excited about them or whatever the case is, like lean into that feeling and decide, even if it's not necessarily you saying like, I don't want to do it for the year, but even if you just want to take some time for the next quarter to just focus on something specific and grow that goal. So that's really what I'm more so leaning into. But I have a lot of goals. I think I have like 8 different goals, and they're all very important. But the ones that I am really prioritizing, I guess, to really kick off and get a good footing for the rest of the year for Q1 is going to be the health and wellness goals and my business. So that was really, I wanted to share that. So I encourage you to do the same, you know, reassess your goals. If there's something that you're like, okay, I don't even know why I wrote that down, or I feel like that wouldn't work with certain things, you know, just try to move some stuff around, prioritize, and then figure out like, what do you really want to focus on as we get into the year, because it's so challenging to try and accomplish all of them at once. And doing that has just really freed up my mental space so much. It has freed it up so much. I have no idea where the other pair of this sock is. I'm sure I'll find it. But I'm going to put these clothes away. And but anyway, I'm going to put these clothes away. But just wanted to kind of share a couple of things that have been on my mind in these first weeks of January. Okay, I'm getting ready to start my workout. I cannot find my remote for our TV. It's like it always just disappears. I'm just going to go ahead and watch it on here. But I'm doing Pilates Body Raven. So if you are familiar with Raven from Married at First Sight, which is definitely like a guilty pleasure show, okay? But I wanted to do it with weights because I am trying to incorporate more strength training. So this is the one I'm going to be doing. I'll put the link down below just if you're interested, because I love Pilates. I'm thinking with what I'm doing this year, I think I am probably going to cancel my Pilates membership though. And then just do some stuff at home and incorporate different things, because I want to do other things besides just Pilates. So I don't know, we'll see. But I still have all of this month, and then I would have all of February basically. So it's just kind of a decision. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I love Pilates, but I'm like, I really want to get into other things, and it's not cheap to keep going there either. So I'm gonna get Emery set up on this online class that she has, and then I am going to come in here and get my workout done while she's on there. And yeah. Definitely a bit later now. Let me turn on this light, and I am officially clocking in basically for my Tuesday evening working. I have no idea how long I'm going to work for, because earlier when we were driving back, I was so tired, so I'm sure it's going to hit me again, and I'm tired, but I still feel kind of a jolt of energy from that workout, which was really good. It was also very hard at points, but really, really good. It was like a full body, and there was some incorporation with the weight, but there was definitely a lot of like arm and leg stuff, so it was really good. And then I ended up making a really good like protein shake for afterward, and then I basically just had to turn on mom mode, wife mode for a second. I had to prep our lunch for tomorrow for the Daniel fast, so it's kind of like a vegan stir fry, and then I got Emery's dinner together, just made sure everything was good to go, and now I'm up here. So now I'm going to look back at the stuff that I started at that coffee shop and just kind of work on some things, add some more detail to some stuff. Started working on a couple of things, but the main thing that I'm working on for tonight is just finalizing the Q1 theme stuff for my membership. And then I really want to finalize my Q1 stuff. I want to update these calendars. I probably won't update them today, but at least get the plans and stuff solidified so that I can update them within this week and just really start to get some stuff happening. I've been jotting down so much stuff in this notebook, which, by the way, if you do not have one of the mini notebooks from the Inspire Blueprint, what are you doing? Okay, like, definitely get you one. There's ones you get customized and really get them to fit whatever season of life you are in. But this is the one that I use for my business. I actually used it last year and I carried it over into this year, but I'm about halfway through it, and I've just been using it to take different notes for stuff that I'm doing, to just get clear on different things. Like, I've planned out my stationery video series in here as well, and just a lot of other things more recently. So I've been in this pretty heavily, but yeah, so I'm getting ready to get into that. Another thing that I've been looking into, like, I'm trying to minimize my expenses for my business. I have a lot of stuff that I've been using for a couple of years, and I'm like, do I even really need this? So I've just been really assessing everything, seeing how I can scale back, and even seeing if there's services that offer multiple things. So I've been really looking into Wix a lot, because I've heard about some amazing features that they have. Like, they have where you can like integrate your calendar in there, so that could take care of appointments. So I would be able to cancel a service with that. And then there's a lot of other things with Wix. So I've been weighing out my options and just kind of playing around with the templates, and well, I'm trying to build a site from scratch, but playing around with it and seeing if I can do that, because I'm thinking about the site that I'm currently on for my personal site. I'm thinking about changing that over to Wix and just really trying to switch everything down, and that will cut costs down significantly. So that is what I'm looking into. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to just get to work, but just wanted to check in. All right, it is the next day. It is Wednesday now, and we just got done with our homeschool for the day. Today went really good. It's just crazy how quickly kids learn and how we are just like flying through concepts and stuff. Like, just, it's just really crazy. And I was just looking ahead at some of the stuff to come. So it's just like the next couple of months, it's gonna just pick up really fast. Like, we're doing addition. We're starting to now, we're moving, well, we've been doing sight words and stuff, but we're moving into 4-letter words soon. I saw that in like the next couple of lessons. So I'm like, this is, you know, it's getting pretty legit. And I'm just like so proud of her because she's picking up on everything so well, even though it can be a challenge. It can be a struggle, but we are doing really well. And I'm just so proud of my daughter. But I'm getting ready to get into work mode, but I'm going to make us some lunch really fast. And then I'm going to come up here. I have an order that I need to complete. It is a planner order. They purchased a Teal CEO daily planner. So I'm going to be making that one by hand. Those are made to order. And then I also have, and I pulled it already out of my inventory, is this notebook. It's the Urge to Grow Bun Grow notebook. So that is what I'm going to be putting together to get shipped out to her. Probably will end up dropping it off tomorrow, but I'm going to go ahead and work on it this afternoon. So that is pretty much the plan. I will share a little bit more, but the actual app that I use for my shipping is Pirate Ship. I started using it last year, I think it was. And y'all, it's such a game changer. I think you can use it even if you don't have Shopify. That is what my store is on, is Shopify. But Pirate Ship is like love, okay? Because the rates are always so much cheaper. For years, I always just used Shopify shipping. And then I finally broke down. I'm like, okay, let me see what this is all about. And I really, really like it a lot. Another one that I had tried in the past was ShipStation, but it probably has changed since when I had it, because it was a really long time ago. I had tried it out. But it was like they wanted you to have money already loaded in the account first. And I was just like, I didn't really like that. Maybe that's a feature that could have been turned off. I don't know. It was, like I said, I did it a while ago. But I really like Pirate Ship, y'all. And it has saved me a lot of money with shipping. So I definitely recommend it if you are wanting to just, you know, like start a Shopify store, or you're getting into shipping products, because I believe you can have a Pirate Ship account without Shopify. Just check it out. The rates are really good. It's super easy to use. I can't show right now because her address is up on there, but I've really been enjoying it. And I just have to say, obviously this is not sponsored, but I've been using it for over a year and absolutely love it. I'm so excited for this lunch. It's actually really good. I made it I prepped it last night. It is like a vegetable stir fry. I think I might have mentioned this yesterday at some point, but looking pretty good. I actually put some of that nutritional yeast on top just because I really like the flavor. I'm gonna switch to my camera. Okay, so first thing I need to do in order to get this order fulfilled is actually print off the cover pages. So as I've shared before, I'm doing my planners in-house, and I'm planning, my goal is by the end of Q1 to be doing both my weekly and daily planners in-house. So I'm actually gonna pull up the file for it, and the file is made on Illustrator. I can actually show you guys too. And one thing we're going to be going over in my membership, which I'm excited about really soon, I have a training coming up. It's going to be talking about like organization when it comes to business files and different things. Like, this is just stuff that people are not really, you know, talking about. It's like a lot of the things that are not so glamorous, but definitely necessary. So just talking about how to keep things in order. So she got the Teal CEO. I also usually like to print off the packing slip as well when I have a lot of orders, which right now I don't, because I haven't been promoting anything, because I've been purposely, like, intentionally trying to take a break. But when I have a lot of orders, I'll actually export them in a CSV file and be able to pull them up, you know, like in a spreadsheet. But for this one, it's just this one, so I'm going to print off this packing slip as well. Okay, and it's Wednesday, so I do really try to have a set day of the week where I fulfill orders. Usually Wednesdays is typically the day. I also do a behind the scenes over on the Inspired Blueprint Instagram as well, so it kind of works out to be like working on orders and getting that behind the scenes footage. I have yet to post anything today, and don't even know if I am going to post anything, because this is the month of ease, okay? So if I do post something, it might be this evening. Okay, so this is it right here. I'm going to be printing off these first 2 pages since she got this. Okay, while we're waiting on that, follow me on Goodreads, okay? If you are into reading, follow me on Goodreads. I'll leave my account down below because I have my reading goal for this year. I think it's set up for, let me see. I lowered it from last year because, yeah, I just got really busy. So I'm trying to be more realistic. So I made my goal 25. I think last year it was 40. So I took it down a notch. But I'm actually on my 3rd book for January right now, which I'm like, yes. So hopefully I'll surpass the 25 is what I'm hoping. But right now, the book that I'm actually reading is this one right here. It's called In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros. I'm loving this book. I'm reading it on the Kindle because it's actually free with Kindle Unlimited, which is nice. But it's like, it's so good, y'all. Like, it's a romance. There's a little bit of action. There's some suspense. It's a past and present, but then it's also from like dual perspectives. Like, it's just giving everything I need. And I love it. It says I am 48% done. Okay, so here's the first cover, and then I'm getting ready to print the other one. And I just like to sit it flat so it can dry. It pretty much, I mean, this is an inkjet printer, so it pretty much dries right away. Unless it's like glossy paper or something. It usually takes like 30 seconds or whatever. But I'm just really loving it a lot. It says I am 48% done. And I'm just loving it. The author just does a really good job, especially because it's like, this is the first book I've read where not only is it past and present, but it's also dual perspectives that are alternating, if that makes sense. Because I think the only other book, the book I keep thinking about that reminds me of this one, I don't know if you've read November 9th from Colleen Hoover. I read that one a couple years ago, and I'm trying to remember if that one, I know that one was kind of the same. I think it was just from one perspective. I can't remember, but that book reminds me of this one. They're very different storylines, but just like the whole thing of like, basically 2 people, they are in love, their paths keep crossing, but it's just not the right time, like that kind of situation. And it's so good. And I love it too because the guy, the main character, he is actually in the army, and then there's this girl, and they end up meeting on this plane, and then fate just kind of keeps them together. And y'all, it's good. So definitely I'm hoping to finish it by the end of the week. If I'm basically almost 50%. What you yelling at me for? Oh, saying I need to get some more ink. Okay, and then here's the other part of this. Okay, so that's done. Now the next thing I need to print is the inside cover pages, so I'm about to do that. But I'm hoping to get the book done. I'm 50% of the way, basically. So, and I'm thinking once I finish the chapter I'm on, I'll probably be at the 50% mark. So I just need to get down to it, but I'm about to just be reading it. The way that I have found reading to work for me is I just replace it with my typical social media usage. I replace it with watching shows and doing things that are not really super productive, and that's how I've been able to read. Okay, so let's print off these inner pages. This book is so good. Like, I just love it. Like, I just keep smiling while I'm reading it and stuff. But, okay, I'm getting ready to work on the covers right now. So you just saw I'm kind of getting things set up. I have the little corners in here that I use. And I get asked a lot, like, how I do this process. So I actually have a course. It's called the Handmade Planner Masterclass. I'll have it linked below. I created it a couple years ago, and I'm actually going to be refreshing it within the next couple of months, just to even like add more value to it. But if you want to learn this full handmade process, that's what I created that course for. And many, many women have purchased it and gone through it. So that is where it is. But I also have a video that is very detailed on how I use the cinch as well. So if you're interested in this, it's a binding machine that allows for you to not only punch the holes in the pages and your covers, but it also has a part on here, like if you can see these little pegs right here in the front. You can put your coil on there and you can actually load all the pages and covers on. So I really like it a lot. And then it even has a place where you can clamp it down too. So it's got a lot of nice little features on there. I'm hoping to upgrade this summer and get one that will just allow me to work a little bit quicker. But this has been my baby, okay, since really like 2019. I've been, well, I'm trying to think. 2018, I think, was the first time I used it, because I created a product called the Live, Love, Inspire notebook with this. And then I have used it ever since for my planners, and it has gotten me through hundreds of planners, okay? It has been doing an amazing job, but I do want something that will allow me to work a little bit quicker. So that is coming up, and I'll definitely share whenever that happens. But I also got my coil, my book board for the covers, and then you all saw that I printed off my inner covers and everything. So I'm getting ready to make this, but just wanted to share. So I'm actually making this thing by hand, and then my plan is to get it all packaged up and everything for her to go. I'll show you a little bit of my packing materials that I use for the planners as well. I do a lot of my own packaging as far as like the stickers and everything is concerned. I try to just keep it really simple, but my hope is probably next month or in March, I'm hoping to get my packaging elevated, because when I kind of got back into starting my business at the end of last year, not starting, but kind of getting back into everything with my products and stuff, I told myself, I was like, I'm not going to be held back by not having all of the packaging that I want to have. Like, I love packaging, okay? So I kept it very minimal for my planner launches and everything for Q4, but my plan is to definitely do some other ones very, very soon. So I'll be sharing that as well, probably in a future video on how I'm making my own packaging, because a lot of it I'm still going to be making, but then I'm also going to be purchasing some pieces from some different places as well. Okay, so the planner is done. I definitely took a few breaks, but I am finished with it. And so now I just have the packaging out that I talked about, well, some of it. These are some stickers that I've made right in the Silhouette software, and now I'm gonna put them where they need to go. So this bigger one, I like to put it on the plastic. I have some really, really cute packaging ideas for my planners in this new year, so I'm excited to really add to this. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. Just basically putting a sticker on there. It says Inspire Blueprint. It just goes really cute on there like that. So just a little something just to show, you know, where it's from. And then of course it's on the back as well. And then I do have this smaller plastic bag for the notebook. This is the one that she got. And I have these smaller orange stickers. And these are the ones that I put on I put them usually on the notebooks as well as the box or the mailer. So it ends up going on both. So the packaging is very simple right now. That's why I'm saying we're gonna be leveling it up, okay? It's gonna be really, really good soon. So
I'm gonna package this up. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking I might really just go ahead and take this today. It's still pretty early. It's about to be 4 o'clock. Like, there's no reason why I can't get this in the mail to get to her sooner. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm getting ready to print off her packing slip and all that stuff and just package it up. But I mean, outside of that, I just wrap it in bubble wrap, put some newspaper print in there, tape it all up, and then get it ready to go. I also have a little snack here. We made some popcorn last night on the stove, and then I have just some like raw mixed nuts in here because I'm a snacker, y'all. Okay, I really am. Like, it's ridiculous, and I know that I passed it on to Anne-Marie as well because she always needs a snack. Like right now, she just came in here and she was like, I think I need a snack. And I'm like, you know what? I think I need one too. Okay, do I really need it? Probably not, but I'm enjoying it. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this up, and then yeah, I think we're gonna run out so we can drop this off so that this can get on the way to the lady. And her name is Jasmine, by the way. So thank you so much for your support, Jasmine.
All right, so I'm in the car and I'm kid-free. My husband ended up getting home early from work, so instead of me having to get Emery all together so that we could get in the car to go to UPS, I get to go solo. So, hello. I wanted to close out this vlog, but wanted to just kind of briefly chat with you all a little bit and just share. You know, I like to sometimes save some of the good conversation and things until the end of the video. So if you made it this far, comment down below real. That's one of my favorite things I love to say. Comment that down below because you are a real one for sticking around through this vlog. And I am so excited for the series that I'm doing on my channel for the next couple of months. I think it's definitely going to be good to just kind of re-up some of the content, because a lot of the things that I am talking about I've shared in different ways in videos in the past, but I have not done like a true stationery series or stationery focused videos in a bit. So I'm really excited about that. I really am. And I mainly just wanted to say, just as a way to kind of close this vlog out, that I love to empower, but I also love to just keep it real, you know. And one of the things that I am constantly trying to work through right now in this season of life is to just try and find the balance with everything. It's something that I'm constantly trying different things, you know, to make that happen, whether it is doing a certain schedule, you know, if it is having specific time to work for myself, if it is taking time, you know, a day to go do something that I like to do, whether it is like intentional family time and things that we have that I have set up on our calendar. Like, there's a lot of things that I try to do to balance the different areas of my life. And sometimes I feel like it gets lost in just all of the overwhelm of everything. You know, just trying to run all of the different aspects of my day-to-day. You figure from one, I'm actually going to get over, from one moment to the next, I'm always just trying to just do what I can. And so I just wanted to give you some encouragement. Like, if you are feeling as though one of the struggles that you have had in the past with starting a business has been just trying to balance it all. Like, I know people don't like to hear that word balance. We feel like, oh, balance doesn't exist. And in a lot of ways, I don't really think it does, because I don't think there will ever be a way you can equally give your time and attention to everything. Because just in certain seasons, things take precedence. And like, at the end of the year, my business always tends to take up a lot of my time, just because it's like, it's planner season and There's just a lot of things happening with the holidays and Black Friday and all of that. And so for the last years, basically, that has been a busy, hectic time for me. And so, you know, my family, for the most part, I mean, Emery not so much because she's really still small, but Evan definitely really understands that. But then it gets to a time where it's like, okay, you know, I want to get back and be present, but then I also want to show up for my business again, right? I want to still continue to do things. Like I want to keep that momentum going. And so I'm taking this month to really just, like I said, I'm easing into the month, but my hope is really to take off in February because I have so many things that I want to do and I don't want to mess around. I don't want to waste any time, but I want to encourage you to do the same. You know, even if it feels like I don't have time to do this, I got X amount of kids, I have X amount of people needing me, I don't have energy at the end of the day. Like we all have different situations that we are in. And so I'm never one to try to act like I can relate to everyone's situation because I can't. You know, we all have a different situation going on. But what I do know is that I have had to learn over the different seasons of life, whether I worked full time, whether I was a mom to a newborn, whether I'm homeschooling, my daughter's home with me all the time. In all my different seasons of life, I have really had to learn how to just adjust and make changes in order to still show up for my dreams. And I think that that is one thing about me is no matter what, you know, even if I'm not able to move and do something exactly when I would like to do it, I'm always going to do it and I'm always going to stick to my word of, you know, basically like a promise to myself, the goals that I've set. And I want that for you too. So definitely stick with me this year, you know, follow along. I will be doing a lot of these entrepreneur vlogs as well as the sit down videos to just give you an inside look at how I'm managing this and making it happen because it's something that I'm figuring out on a day-to-day basis. But I always want to just share that because I don't ever want anyone to think like, man, she's got it all figured out, because I don't. I have moments when I feel burnt out. I have moments when I feel frustrated and I'm like, how am I going to be able to manage this all? It's a constant question that I have, and I'm always reinventing myself in ways of trying to try something different, you know, whether it's like, okay, I'm gonna try block schedules, I'm gonna try this planning tool, I'm gonna try to do this, I'm gonna make this day, you know, just different things that I do. And I'll share a lot more of that in future videos. But I just want you to know that if that is you, and if you feel like, oh my gosh, it's selfish for me to go for this thing, or how could I possibly take away my time for this in order to do that, just know that it is not selfish for you to show up for yourself in a way that is fulfilling to you. It is not selfish for you to want more. It is not selfish for you to have desires that are different than maybe what you have done in the past, or something that maybe you let go and you want to come back to. Like, it is not selfish. And we can feel like that as moms, especially because, you know, our kids are important to us. But I really try to reframe it and look at it like I am really trying to build this for my daughter. I want to create a legacy for her. I really do. And this is something that I've never seen done before. And so there are times where I just want to give up and I want to just go back and do the thing that I know is normal and expected and that I've seen, you know? And so it's a constant battle of like also having to just like unlearn all of the things that I know to be the way of life, you know, like the way of making a living. Like, it is very hard doing this some days because it's just so much comparison. There's so many reasons to not do it. There's so many days, you know, where I'm like, okay, is it worth it? But I just know that God has placed it in me to share and inspire. And so I'm here to do it as long as I'm able to. And so stick around, you know, make sure you are subscribed. More will be coming. And if you have experienced that feeling of wanting to pursue something, but just really feeling stuck in that selfishness mindset where it's like, oh, I can't do that, or that guilt, or whatever may be coming along with your goal, then I want you to comment down below I am changing my mind in 2024, okay? We are going to change our mindset in 2024. We're going to look at our goals and the things we want to do in a different way, and we are going to show up for ourselves in a way that we deserve. It is not saying that we will not show up for everybody else, because they all still matter and they will all still get the attention and all the time and everything that they deserve, but it is time for us to have a actual seat at the table. Whatever that table is that you want it to be, it is time for us to have that. It's time for us to have our cup filled up. And I think that that is just something that we all need to be reminded of. It doesn't make you a bad woman or a bad mom, friend, sister, daughter, whatever the case is, just because you want more for yourself. That's actually one of the acronyms, one of the words in the acronym INSPIRE is increase. And I strongly believe that that was put in there on purpose. You know, like when I was creating the acronym, I was like, oh, increase, you know, because like we should always want more. But the INSPIRE acronym is so much more than just like something cute to be like, oh, we got an acronym for the business. Like, it's truly what I live by. Like, it has been what has kept me in seasons of wanting to give up. And so you are more than worthy of the increase that you are craving in your life. I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. And we are going to make this an amazing year. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.